he's killing the hooker over on 6th Street.
Wait, how do you know about that?
I just, I hear these things from these kids.
No, but it seems like you spend a lot more time.
No. I don't play the game. I don't get involved with the game. I'm just saying it's.
But you're naming specific intersections, streets.
Well, yeah, that's what these kids say.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town.
Population
Warren. Greg Warren.
The great
Greg Warren.
One of my favorite people on this goddamn earth.
One of the best comedians who has just memorable bits. And bits and bits and bits. Your last special is amazing. You got a new special. All good stuff happening. We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
Got your
Thanks,
podcast.
fellas.
Podcast.
Yeah, man. You guys got to come on.
I will love to.
Yeah.
I mean, and I love that you're connected with Bargatze now, and because I do think there's a real, you guys are in the same lane of doing such smart, amazing comedy that connects with tons of people that is edgy but also available to everybody. Clean in the way that it's not. You're not going to go into areas where it's going to be you can't show this to your kids. You can't show this thing.
Yeah.
But it also has edge and it's also funny.
I hope so, man.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, you guys.
Yeah.
We've been fans for so long. I'm going to pitch
something.
something. When Dan is going to do a story right now, we're going to jump in this right away, and then we'll talk about your stuff after the
New
special. But I'm going to pitch something to you for him regarding something you're doing when we get to that. So, Dan, jump in the story first.
Okay. You ready for this?
Yes.
We talking about practice.
Uh-oh.
That's who sent this in. We talking about practice at not a game _3.
Yes.
Derriere Doctor.
No. Mm-hmm. I thought that was the guy's name. Couldn't that be
Can you guess the publication?
Derriere Doctor? New York Post?
New York Post.
Oh, God. Just get ready for the puns.
Derriere,
get ready for the puns.
Derriere Doctor shocked to find money.
Oh, he found money up someone's butt?
Your little human wallet.
Oh.
Honey,
Human wallet
where did I
might
put that
be the name of my next special.
Human wallet. Human wallet is like the sequel
I'll never
to Human
address
Centipede.
it. It won't be a joke.
Honey, where did I put that 50?
Oh, it's just the title. You're not going to get
I
to
always
it.
hate when people do that because I'm always waiting to hear it.
Yeah.
Dragon's Lair. He never even said that. Remember they had Dragon's Lair at Brunswick Lanes out in on Olive Street?
Yeah.
It's a great video game back in the
A doctor redefined bumming money.
Oh, God.
Bumming money. After finding a dime impossibly lodged way up a patient's bottom during a rectal
Brother,
exam.
can you spare a dime? I can now. You know what? That and another dime will get you, well, it won't even get you a cup of coffee.
No.
He dropped a dime in it.
Unless the Cardinals score 6. And then
And you can get it at every Quick Trip, at every Phillips 66.
Mobile on the run. Mobile on the run. My dad lives and dies over that.
It does live and die over that?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, it's
Well, I want to hear your dad.
the bit.
His bit. Come on, that your dad thinks it's a conspiracy.
Yes, he does.
What?
Explain this to
What?
Dan,
They're
please.
winning 5-0. We all are baseball fans,
Yeah.
so you kind of know when it's you know how the game's going to end. Something crazy has to happen in the
For
late
the other
innings,
team to
the
win.
closer's in.
I like winning 2-0 more than I like winning 3 or 5-0.
Right. Yeah, but
Because
if
they
it's
could
5-0,
collapse.
so what's the deal? If they win by
It's like that in hockey,
6,
too.
They score 6. They don't even have to win. They just score 6. He gets his coffee for 39 cents. Normally, I believe it's 59 cents. You guys can see this is it's an important thing.
2 butt deposits off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's 2 visits from the proctologist,
the Derriere Doctor,
and he is locked in. And
they're at 5 runs. It's
5
the 8th
runs,
inning.
Bottom of the 8th. It's a home game. Cardinals, you're just kind of cruising, but they load the bases. 2 outs, and you're like, all right, maybe we'll tack on or whatever.
yeah.
We got this game.
Yes.
We got a closer coming in.
Right.
He's wrapped and
20 cents is on the line.
Yeah, and somebody is an out. It was 1 out. Somebody grounds into a double play. Looks at me, goes, "This seems kind of fishy."
What? You talking about Pete throwing games?
Yes.
I also love, they say
He is advocating there's
Run shaving.
There's collusion.
Run shaving.
There's collusion between Mobile on the Run and the St. Louis Cardinals and certain members of the St. Louis Cardinals.
20 cents. Like there's
20 cents?
like a call comes into the dugout from the head of Mobile on the Run.
Grounded
You
to
lay
second.
down.
Grounded to second.
Alec Burleson's on the take.
that's great, Aaron.
That's crazy.
It's the reverse. They say you put money on a game you'll care about that game like you'd been a fan your whole life.
Yeah.
He's doing this in reverse.
Right.
That he has a possible win on a game he doesn't have money on, but it benefits him. So he's like invested at a.
The game is a second. He's a Cardinal fan.
Right. Is your dad?
But he's a 39-cent coffee fan above all.
Yeah, above all.
But is your dad the type of guy who goes to the Cardinals game and leaves to beat traffic? He's like, I got to.
No, I mean,
he'll
think,
stay.
I mean, when I was a kid, now maybe it's just that thing when you're a dad, but it was like you stay till it's over.
Oh,
maybe you
man.
just want to instill that into me. You stayed.
Our
I
dad-
do remember.
It's like, get out of here.
Really?
Traffic beat.
Football Cardinals. Let's get out.
Oh man, God, I
Because if you timed it right, because they were going to lose every home game.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were like 5-11.
It was terrible. And they're like, if you time it right, you get to the car where he was parked close to the exit to get on the highway. We're home in 11 minutes.
Yeah, I love
It's like, we won. We won something.
Yeah, you did. I love the football Cardinals so much, and I know they weren't good, but I loved them. My dad had, I think, 2 season tickets, so every now and then I'd get to go.
We had 'em.
But he did, now that there's a Ballpark Village, there's a sort of a big parking, it's hard to get
sure,
into.
yeah.
But there was all these little nook and cranny
Yeah.
stuff
Right under the freeway.
free for all.
He had a guy,
of course he had a guy.
It was like
guy.
Wrigleyville, but scarier.
Yeah.
Yes, Dan.
In terms of parking.
Oh, God.
yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
He had a guy, I don't know, it's $3 or something,
Yeah.
and we walked for him. And now he's old and he's got a bad back, and he's all about when I pull up. I park at the Westin, and they get me, I don't know, like $35 or something. And I thought I had a guy there. I had a guy at the Westin. I'm like, he loves me.
realize.
He loves me. I tip him.
Yeah.
He loves me.
He loves me.
Then I go to a playoff game and he's not there. They're like, and I'm thinking, well, hey, 100. Come on, I've been 100
to park?
100 to park
In St.
for
Louis?
a playoff
You
game.
can buy a house
I'm
in
like,
St.
I've been
Louis for
feeding this
$100.
meter all year, telling my friends, no, my guy,
I have a guy.
He loves me. He loves me.
$100 and you look bad. Speaking of looking bad,
Okay.
dime in his ass.
Dr. Redefined Bumming. Oh, by the way, we're going to end this story by playing a game called Whose Home State Did This Happen In?
I love it. It's either one or two places.
I know.
Professional comedian. It took me about 7 minutes to get that the bumming was.
There you go. There you go.
Fair enough. Fair enough. They come quick.
And he was bummed about that.
Gastroenterologist
quick.
Dr. Benjamin Schmidt.
That is two
Schmitty
letters away
situation.
from,
He has a TikTok clip detailing the mishap that was first posted in the fall, but now has amassed 1.2 million views as gawkers wonder how the coin was deposited in the patient's caboose.
Oh, God.
I'd never seen anything like it, and the patient had no recollection of swallowing it.
That is not
said
true.
Dr. Schmidt of the man's inadvertent backdoor banking. Videos about
Backdoor banking.
backdoor banking. Different
Piggy
movie
bank. Put it in
altogether.
the bank.
Different video altogether.
Backdoor banking.
Same orifice. Videos about objects found in patients' rectums certainly
Dan
trigger.
deposits and withdraws.
That's the sequel. Patients' rectums certainly trigger a lot of shock, but I think this video did particularly well due to the level of mystery. The physician, known as Doc Schmidt on TikTok, frequently shares videos of his wacky medical experiences for nearly his... How many followers do you think this guy has?
Doc Schmidt?
Yeah.
I mean, gonna make me
a
sad.
gastroenterologist
Schmitty?
on
Schmitty.
TikTok posting guess what I found today videos.
Oh, I mean,
2 million.
That's the hook. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
1.5 million.
Want to take a stab for fun, Greg?
How many followers does he have?
How many followers?
on TikTok?
Oh, TikTok. He's 3 million followers.
Yeah.
440,000.
That's
Oh,
it.
I know. I thought a lot more
I
as
thought
well.
more than that, too. All right.
However, Schmidt said said
You know what? I'm
nothing-
going to say something, Dan. You pull that number out of your ass.
There it is. However,
Bang! Hit the rock.
Schmidt, never one to half-ass it. I made that up.
You-
Said
Come on,
nothing
Dan.
compared to
Let me
seeing.
see. It's in the column.
Nothing compared to seeing FDR's face staring back at me when he put the little
yeah.
camera while conducting a colonoscopy on a patient with a history of colon cancer.
We call that a new deal.
He needed a routine follow-up procedure to make sure the cancer hadn't come back.
I'm seeing a round spot in your colon. Oh, no, that's a dime.
The gastrointestinal expert described in the clip, cleverly captioned, "Just my 10 cents." Unfortunately, the patient appeared to be fortunately,
Yeah.
the patient appeared to be cancer-free.
Cancer-free.
However, Schmidt grew alarmed after spotting something silver in the man's cecum. Cecum?
Cecum.
The furthest part of the colon from the anus. The astonished doctor added, "So I sprayed the area with water, and I find a dime."
Wow.
The medical practitioner was especially flummoxed by the find, as the human jukebox claimed. That's mean.
Come on.
Claimed, quote,
I was
also
going to go parking meter. But
Yeah, that's right. It's a human parking meter.
That makes more sense.
claimed
Speaking of
that
sense.
he had never swallowed a dime before. In other words, it's unclear whether he put his money where his mouth is.
No, he stuck it up there.
Yeah, that's
But it was equally unlikely that the poor soul put the bit up his butt, given
how
that
far
it was
in
found
it
a
was.
whoping 5 feet from the anus. Like
Oh
it was
my
so far up in the colonoscopy.
5 feet.
how tall is
I think
Oh,
that's the
that's the
long and
winding-
winding
if
road.
you were
It's
to-
the Simon and Garfunkel of it all.
Which, by the
No,
way,
that's
long
Paul.
way-
No,
Beatles.
that's
Beatles.
Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Beatles.
I should have said the Paul McCartney of it all. Yeah, Beatles. I
The
get
long
I get my
and winding colon.
American songbook analogies mixed
And you
up.
guys know this, that it does. It's
Yeah, wines.
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah. Windy road.
That's what's inside.
Little country road to take you back home.
Sure.
So he says it's so far up there
Yeah.
that it's unlikely he inserted it
He
either.
does it as Carson.
How
It is
far?
so
yeah.
far up.
Yeah.
That is that dime was so far up his anus. Weird. He sneezed out. He sneezed out 2 nickels.
We really don't.
Asked,
That was
asked him to make
so
change.
far away, he had to get a conversion rate.
He coughed up. Set off a metal detector. He coughed up a Canadian penny.
The doctor, once he got there, said, "Am I halfway to the Hague?" Okay, wasn't there like 2 years of Carson just making Hague jokes?
I said,
Yeah. And then Al Haig.
Alexander Haig.
Yeah.
Al Haig.
Al was in charge.
They're familiar.
Didn't he say he was in charge? And he was not in charge.
Al Haig.
We really don't know how the dime got there, which means to me almost the crazier aspect of this. He did swallow it.
Yeah. Right.
How do you accidentally swallow a dime?
It's in a
tell you how.
cupcake.
Let me
It's in a
explain.
cupcake.
In a cup, you
I
were
don't
way
know.
too fast with that, Ram.
Yeah.
Or in a burger.
What?
You don't take a bite. and
Or maybe you were 3 or 4 when you did it, and it's just always been lodged
Oh, that's
there.
a 7-year deal, I think. Maybe that's gum.
That's
But,
gum.
yeah.
7-year
I
deal,
think
great
Sure that's
movie.
not dimes?
I think he maybe had some loose change on the he was at Burger Chef. He's got some.
You're
loose-
eating way too fast.
and
That's
he
a
just
restaurant,
picked it
man.
up, and it
Ate
was
salt
stuck to the
pokes.
bottom, and he just ate the whole thing, and the bread covered it.
Oh, like
Yeah.
He was at Mr. Steak.
the burger you order for the drive home.
That's
out of the bag.
right out of
You
the
got
bag,
a little
and
bit of
there's
a
just a
dime
little bit
in
of
there.
change in there, and by accident.
That's
Burger
cheap.
Chef, he had a sidekick, didn't he?
Yeah,
Is this a St. Louis
Louis
reference?
thing.
It was Jeff.
It was referencing
Jeff?
Jeff was his kid.
Jeff.
Burger Chef and Jeff.
Burger Chef
Chef
Jeff.
and Jeff.
The grandpappy of Hardee's, I believe.
Yes.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
Dr. Schmidt was able to relieve the man of his spare change using a net tool per the video. After the patient awoke from the anesthesia, the GI gave him the dime as a souvenir
Why?
and sent him on his way.
I don't want it.
You don't want the dime?
I don't want the. I don't want a dime as it is. But just
Yeah.
no.
You don't want Christopher Walken to give this to your kid someday?
Yeah.
This.
What's the year on it?
They didn't say.
That might be
See,
your
that's-
indication when it went in.
That's right.
God, journalists?
Not if it's
Aaron,
like
if you're a cop,
1980.
you have to tell us. That was astute.
That was so
Great,
good.
great observation.
Great detective work.
Yeah, is he a kind of Columbo type?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
What's
just-
the year?
Schmidt
What's
recalled
the year?
another hilarious discovery that he made while examining a patient's penis due to reports of painful urination. What I first thought was a concerning. Now, remember, I want all these facts for you guys to consider whose state you think we're in.
Okay.
Okay.
What I first thought was a concerning black spot was actually a distorted scorpion tattoo that he had gotten years earlier on the shaft.
On the shaft to his penis.
Rock Me Like a Hurricane? Or was it,
Yeah, I don't know. This is the winds of
Klaus
change.
mine.
Ultimately, I love to educate people. Let it out.
We did it. We did it.
Follow the Moskwa.
That's what it sounded like when he. That's what it sounded like when he farted. I don't know. Something's in there creating a whistle.
Those are the winds of change, Dan. He's breaking winds of change.
The breaking of the winds of change.
Ultimately, I love to educate and being able to make a lasting impact on people. Sometimes, in a completely different. I gotta take a sip.
I gotta take a break. I
it's so
can't
great.
keep up.
Oh, I swallowed a dime.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Especially people in different countries. It's amazing. This isn't the first time someone has gotten a strange item stuck in an unlikely place. In March, doctors diagnosed a Tanzanian. Did I say that? Tunisian?
Tunisian.
Tunisian.
I've never seen that word.
Tunisia.
From Tunic?
Yeah, I get that.
There you go.
They diagnosed her with a urinary tract infection only to discover that she had gotten a shot glass lodged in her bladder.
Yeah.
She had reportedly used the drinking vessel as a sex toy
Yep.
and didn't get it checked out until we did this story. Do you remember how long it was?
Oh my God! I
How
think it
long
was
did
like
she have a shot glass
year.
in her?
Wasn't it a year?
Do you want
I thought
do
it
you
was a
remember?
year.
6 months.
Greg, just for fun. How long do you think this woman had a shot glass that
Up
she
in
used
her
to
hoo-ha.
pleasure
You can't
herself?
go more than 3 months with a shot glass.
4 years.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did that.
One
4
president
more years. 4 more years.
All right.
Don't chant that in front of her,
We will leave us here.
because the shot glass on it was like a presidential shot glass.
Dime.
What was the date on the glass?
That's right.
I mean, what was the shot?
Dime in the dark.
It's a monkey fart.
Lemon drop.
I think it was
Gorilla
a green
fart.
tea.
It was a gorilla fart.
All right. A dime in the butt. Scorpion on the
It's
penis.
worth 2 in the bush.
A dime in the butt is worth a shot glass in the bush.
Yes. Scorpion on the penis. Whose home state did this happen in? Missouri or Illinois?
Dropping dimes. I think it's Illinois, because I think you're trying to trick us.
What do you think,
Jason says Illinois. Greg?
This is a Cape Girardeau caper.
I mean, and you're not going to give us any more hints. It's
No,
not.
no.
It's
We are done with the story.
The Metro East, does that count as Illinois?
Yes.
Because this is where this went down.
Yeah.
This is Collinsville.
Sauget
This
or
is
Collinsville?
Collinsville. Is where it
Edwardsville?
happened.
This is Edwardsville people?
And,
So you're saying Illinois? You're
I'm
with
saying
that.
Illinois.
You're with
Just
Staunton, Alton, Belleville.
Do you know that Thompson's water sealed a barn in
This is number
Collinsville? 7 time we've mentioned this?
No, just I'm
Dun,
trying
dun,
to
dun,
I'm
dun.
trying to catalog your local references.
So the guy we were doing it with, Thompson's water sealing, like hard spraying a barn,
Yeah.
and you're up on ladders and you're doing this stuff.
Yeah.
He forgot to bring a hat that day.
And so all the water sealant got in his hair, and you got to shave that off.
Shaved his whole head.
Man.
So he had a-
that's wild.
As a high school senior.
And we're like, why are we in?
I'm saying Missouri. Missouri. This feels like.
Well, you're essentially saying, open up your butt and show me.
right.
Yeah.
This is Mexico, Missouri.
Okay.
Mexico. Mid-Missouri. You're going mid-Missouri on this
Mid-Mo.
deal?
Mid-Mo.
Mid-Mo. I
Mid-Mo.
mean, I'm going to say if it happened,
Jeff City.
it's probably Moberly.
Moberly.
Close out
Very
story
close.
number 1.
Hannibal.
The place where this happened and where Dr. Schmidt's office is located is St. Louis, Missouri.
There you go. All right, that's the first story down in the books. When we come back, we're going to hear about Greg Warren's special, and let it be a doorway into all of his specials for you to watch and podcasts and all that good stuff. It's Dumb People Town. We got Greg Warren with us. We'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Before we jump into Greg Warren, Daniel Van Kirk, and then I get to pitch my great idea. Why don't you tell people what you have coming up this summer?
Go to danielvankirk.com if you want to see me in Green Lake, Wisconsin at the Thrasher Opera House. Great little theater up there. Plus, I'll be in Chicago the 15th through the 19th at the Lincoln Lodge for my Hub City Comedy Week. Every night, different type of theme show, different type of premise. I'll be doing shows every single night.
This
You
is
should
where
out
I
and see
come
me.
in.
Go for it.
Greg Warren, go up to Chicago during this week if you're around and do one of these shows.
Oh,
Like,
if I'm in
you'll-
town, if I'm in St. I'm not working that night. I'll come up.
Have one of the nights.
Yeah, if I'm not
Have one of the
working, I'll
nights.
come up and do
We'll
something.
work out the deal with you
It'd
in the
be
club. It'll
so
be your
much
night.
fun.
No. I don't want to. I just,
I'm
I
just
need to
trying
be
to pretend to live in Chicago for a
He's
week.
doing a week
I'll
like he
come
lives
out,
there.
open
dude.
up.
would-
You come out
at
and
Lincoln Lodge.
crush.
I need to be an unannounced guest.
Whatever
I
you
got
want.
other commitments there. But
Oh, okay.
But I would if I'm in town, I'll just
Okay.
jump on this show.
I'll hit you up on the gram.
Yeah.
So that is the 15th through the 19th. Who knows? Greg Warren might show up. That'd be awesome if you were there.
Now you gotta come.
That next weekend, I will be in Cincinnati, Ohio, and Dayton, Kentucky at the Commonwealth and the Comet. Those are great shows. I'll be doing a Don't Tell when I'm around there. At the beginning of August, I'll be in Portland at the Siren Theater, and then I'm also going
Maine
to
or Maine or Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, I've never played Maine. I haven't done.
I really
Maine yet.
want to go. We're going to go there for the first time this summer. But
And then in August, I'll also be in Cohasset, Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts. I think we're putting together a Worcester show. Plus, I'll be in Central and Northern California, and Eureka, and Richmond, California. And then in September, I'll be in New Orleans. Everything's at danielvankirk.com. And you can also check out my podcast that I also do right here because I have so much fun with these guys. I get to have even more. It's called The Midnight Air. It's an overnight radio podcast.
It's awesome.
Put on when
It's
you're
like the
winding
trading
down,
station.
going to sleep, or driving late at night.
I love
Drops
it.
every Monday.
So you got 4 guys here who love the radio so much.
Yeah, I do.
And
The trading station.
The trading station. One of the reasons.
Jack, I got a.
Yeah, in Rochelle, it was called the Trading
What do
Post.
you got there?
Jack, I got a rocking chair here, and it's missing.
One of the legs.
It's missing one of the legs, and to be honest, it's not really a rocking chair anymore, Jack. But it's come down from several generations, and I'm just I'm willing to let go of it for $300.
$300.
So in Rochelle, it was called the Trading Post.
The Trading Post.
And every other call was some guy, hello? And they're like, yeah, this is Mike Green. You're on at the Trading Post. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Okay. This is Dave. They're like, all right, Dave, go ahead. I got an air conditioner down here. It's a 14,000 BTU. Still works great. I'm looking for pavers. I'll hang up. And then they'd hang up, and then he'd go, Dave, we didn't get your information. And then Dave would have to call back in. Yeah. This was every day from 12 to 12:30, WRHL, Rochelle, Illinois, the Trading Post. And I listened to it all summer.
Religiously.
Parents would threaten their kids, be like, you keep acting up, I'm going to call into the Trading Post, and I'm going to put you up for sale.
you up for sale.
Sale or trade.
Which,
Randy and I were like, they should cross-breed the trading station with a dating show.
Yeah.
I got a dinette set, and I need someone to sit across from me.
No, but I mean, he did one of the greatest bits I've ever seen him do was about a radio guy in St. Louis who was a sports guy, a nerdy guy named Joel Bushbaum.
News Radio 740 KTRH. I'm Joel Bushbaum.
Joel Bushbaum. Hey, Joel Bushbaum.
I called Joel Bushbaum. I called him, and I asked about
legend.
a Michigan player.
And he knew him, right?
Yeah. I love Greg Skripanek. He's going to go in the last round. And he was right. He went in the sixth round.
But he was just a brilliant guy. But we remember seeing Greg Warren do that bit in Los Angeles on stage at the Improv. And most of the people in the crowd are like, who the fuck is this? And we're like,
Dying.
Losing our shit.
We are dying. We're like, is Greg just doing this for us?
And that's what Ham was saying when he saw us do like the Arcacia 95 bit.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
We're doing
yeah.
it for him.
sure,
And
yeah.
so I use that as a doorway to enter into
what you
Greg
got going
Warren
on.
and all of his bits. Like the comedy it's just some of my favorite comedy that exists out
buddy.
there.
Thanks,
Talk to us about the special and all that stuff.
It's called The Champ.
Love it.
And it's on Nate Bargatze's YouTube channel. It came out a few days ago. Real happy with it.
Great.
It started, you know when you get done with something and you're like, I got nothing.
Jeez,
and
yes.
I last time I was in promoting the other special, I was telling you guys a story about how
Peanut butter salesman.
Yeah. I was telling you some stories about my early wrestling career at
oh my God.
University of Missouri, and so that's like kind of I became like the first part of the
Oh, that's awesome.
the first
my
thing
God, I
that
love that.
started getting funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of other stuff around it. I did have a bit. I think the favorite thing. Are you guys aware of there's high school fishing now?
Oh
No.
what?
High school fishing teams?
Yes, they in Illinois, and your state was the first state to have it.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel
and
like that's a
now-
Wisconsin thing.
It is in Wisconsin.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure now, but I mean, of course.
I didn't even know
it's
this
in a lot of
existed.
the SEC states.
Of course.
But
yeah, big time.
I just talk a little bit about because I heard about it. And I'm like, well, there's got to be coaches, right?
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
There's the whole bit.
Yeah.
Say no more. Say no more.
Yeah, cheerleaders.
You're going to use a fly lure? Get your head out of your ass.
Yeah. And then there, there's the if you got that, there's got to be some assistant. Like, guys, we need to get we're gonna have tackle box inspection at 9 a.m. You better have all your hooks. You better have all your lures, or you're not gonna get on that school bus.
The motivational speeches.
Lures.
I want to tell y'all something Bill Vance once said, okay? Maybe y'all don't
That's
know.
Bill Dance. That's Bill Dance, son.
Yeah, Bill Dance.
Don't be mixing Bill Dance with Bill Vance.
It's two different people.
Yeah. I used
There's
to watch
nobody.
those
There's
shows.
nobody named Babe Zinkelman either.
I love it. That's great.
I'm so excited to see this. The Champ. You can watch on YouTube, and what I'm assuming. So now you go out and you're like, all right, I got to build this thing again.
Oh, it's terrifying. I just
Whatever,
hit me
you'll come
today.
up
I was
with
like,
it.
I have a show tomorrow night, and I mean, I'm not like Nate.
He
day it
forces
comes
the
out,
beer stuff.
the date he
You-
turns it off.
You have a little grace period.
Come on, man.
You have a grace period.
What am I? Did some sort of
No.
I mean,
You got to cycle new stuff in.
I'm not a
and then
genius, guys. It's just stand-up comedy. I'm
Come
not.
to our Tag It show and we'll give you tags.
Yes, man.
And we'll jump some tags
Man.
on there and really help
Yeah,
you.
you
get going.
guys. I'm a little dizzy from that. The news segment. You guys are.
Oh, we're coming back with another story. Here we
Boom.
go.
All right,
Another
let's
story.
do it.
Should we
Okay,
jump in?
Let's
All
jump
right.
into it. All right, check the special out. It's called
Website?
The Champ. Nate Bargatze.
It's Nate Bargatze.
Yeah,
YouTube.
but what's yours for dates and everything?
Oh,
Keep it
Greg Warren comedy. Thanks, Dan.
Greg Warren Comedy.
Go see him live.
Unbelievable live. So fun. All right, here we go. This was sent in by Adam Polton at Polsky75.
Okay.
Kid who wanted McDonald's drove several miles with little sister in car. Okay.
Man, this has happened a lot in Dumb People Town.
Ogden,
It's
Utah.
always insane.
This
I always
is-
think about the parents being terrified.
This is the problem with push button cars.
Sure. As long as they're
It's too
as long as
easy.
they're touching that brake.
It's too easy. All right. A Utah mom woke up to the police knocking on her door Sunday morning, telling her that her son, I'm not going to tell you his age, had taken his sister, younger.
At least he's taking care of his. That's the one thing I'd be like, because I have 2 kids. It's like, oh, at least they're doing stuff together.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably gets told all the time. Take your sister.
If you're
with
going to
you.
steal the car, take your sister.
Yeah.
You do something illegal.
Don't leave
Make sure
her
your
out.
sister is
So
like that would have been worse if he still. You left your sister out of this.
So we did a thing with my family, like where it started off really fun, and then it got really awful really quickly when my daughter was like, "Let's roast each other," and I'm like, "It's fun until like we start saying mean things." So I was like, "Let's do a nicer version. Let's try to sum each other up in 3 words. Like 3 words to describe you. It could be like 3 non-consecutive words or a phrase or whatever." And so we worked on this for all of us for a long time. And my thing for her was, "Can I see?" Because she has an older brother. So like anytime he's like, there's a thing, and whatever he says, she's like, "Can I see?"
Yeah.
And so to me, that's what happened with this guy.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm going to steal the car."
You call him
and
a
little
guy.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
This little kid, and
This
the
old
sister
joke.
heard it and was like,
you
"Can I
start stealing
come?
cars, you're a guy.
Yeah, you're
Can
a
I
guy.
come? Yeah.
Can I come?
Can I come? Can I see?
Yeah. Sure.
Can I see?" And
They
then all of a
just
sudden she's
wanted
like,
McDonald's breakfast that bad. And
Dan,
Mom's sleeping.
You told me to try McDonald's breakfast.
Oh, sure. I'm a big fan.
It's good.
It is good.
Yeah.
I don't want to like it. I didn't want to like
You
it.
gotta stay away
Did you
from
have a
Have you
Yeah.
tried the
It's too
chicken
good.
strips? I did a breakfast sandwich. Have you tried the chicken strips yet there?
I
No,
did.
And the
I've
way
not.
you're doing this makes it seem
Yeah, it
like
makes it like a gigantic strip.
Is this a Charleston chew or is
This
this
is
a
strip. This is like a bear strip.
One of those
I caught a
novelty
fish in a high school
ballpark
fishing
dogs.
tournament.
This is our dad's old joke. I caught a fish this far from shore.
Okay.
It's a great dad joke. Great dad joke. High school fishing.
That's
All right, here we go.
fantastic, man.
In an interview with Nextstar's KTVX, Whitney Bush said that she woke up early to check on her 4
Oh my God.
on
That
her
would scare the
4
F out of me.
children.
That's what I'm saying.
Woke up early to check on her 4 children and went back to bed when she found everyone asleep in bed. So I think she's lying about this because she wants everyone to be like, "I check on my kids in the middle of the night."
You don't check on them.
Later, a knock on the door alerted her to the fact that her car and her 2 children were missing.
Well, she's going to say at the very beginning, I just checked on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely had my heart in my stomach. Of course!
Yes, you kidding me?
I had no idea what was going on. I was being told different stories. What was happening, Bush said. All right, here we go. According to the Ogden Police Department, they received calls.
What's his name now? That's kid. What's his name?
Oh, I'm going to find. What's my kid's name? They received
That's
calls.
the woman.
Yeah. About a reckless.
Which one?
A reckless driver around 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Officers, because he's not going to be good.
No, he's not going to be.
Officers
Well,
began to.
not my boy. He's a very good driver.
He is. He knows it. When he
Right?
steals
Do
a
we
car,
think he made it to McDonald's?
I hope so.
we're going to
You
find
gotta
out.
hope so.
I mean, if he does, he's
I
got
feel
a
like
great
he did.
sense of
I feel like he
direction.
did.
Yeah.
Officer began to pursue the vehicle. So now you got cops chasing you as you're
It's a low
this kid.
speed chase.
But soon disengaged when they noticed the age of the driver and assessed the risk to the public.
Right.
The vehicle later hit a parking strip, and police responded to the scene of the crash. The children were found unharmed. The drive from the family's home in Clearfield to where the car crashed in Ogden was about how many miles? How many miles did this kid drive?
This is right around Wise Guys over there.
Yeah, I've
Isn't
been-
there
I've
one
been
in
to-
Ogden. Yeah,
There's one in Ogden. I
Yeah,
played it,
so
yeah.
I think it's
It's
probably
up in
about
the mountains too. It's a dangerous drive up there.
5 miles, maybe.
Good guess. I'm gonna go 6.
What do you think? How far?
I think it's 12 miles.
12 miles. Get your answers in, everybody. This drive was 10 miles long.
Wow, Greg Warren is right.
That's far, 10
Yeah,
miles.
that's far.
I
And I
went.
just want to point out, I mean, who hasn't hit
A parking strip.
A parking strip. Man?
We did.
Kids, I hit them all the time.
When we were 16 years old, new to driving, we were driving our mom's Pontiac 6000.
And we tried
Randy
to make a
tried-
U-turn, and I didn't realize it was going up over like a little low median, and it like broke the oil thing underneath, and we had to go get it fixed. We sold our baseball cards to pay for it.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Still regret it.
What was the big score?
Ricky Henderson rookie. We got rid of that.
And like a Rod Carew rookie, and there was like an old Hank Aaron one in there. Okay. I went to the scene of the crash, and then I got rerouted to the police department, Bush said. They had already, I guess, the EMS had come out to check on my kids and transferred them over to the police station. So she slept in, is what she's trying to say.
Yeah, she slept in.
Right? She woke up hours after this happened.
We're gonna guess the age, but like, I mean, you guys are parents. You can't be up all the time.
And you definitely don't think your kids are going to take your car out to go to McDonald's.
Correct. She said her son.
Unless she knew.
She said her son had.
When I
told her-
wake up, there better be McDonald's on.
she ordered it. She ordered it from them. I don't care how you get it here.
Get it. You want to walk there? You want to drive there? You find your own way.
You keep telling your friend, I got my own Uber Eats in my house.
Or you think you're doing a bit? Tomorrow I'm going to McDonald's. Okay, get me something when you're there. You think you're just
Okay,
doing a bit
Mom.
with your kid?
Whatever.
Yeah,
All right.
Kid takes things literal.
Yeah. Hey. The kid takes
It's like Greg
want me to
Brady.
do?
You said exact words.
exact words. She said her son has had some behavioral issues. Yeah. Although nothing to this extent before. Bush said that she had reached out for resources from the Department of Child and Family Services. If you're reaching out to the Department of Child, this kid has some extensive
Yes.
issues.
Hide the car keys.
Less fun.
Sleep with them under the
More
pillow.
rebellious.
The police and even the hospital. She said that nobody offered to help due to his age. I don't think anybody wakes up in the morning and goes through their day thinking their kid is going to play Grand Theft Auto with their vehicle, she said. She shared her story on Facebook and said there has been some positive support. Why you guys share this story? I would bury this story.
I would.
This.
I ain't sharing this story with anybody.
No.
And why do you know what Grand Theft Auto is?
I know.
The moms
You shouldn't
are
have
not-
4 kids.
A mom should not know
No.
that reference. One of those car driving games is fine.
Right.
Okay,
We'll
Sure.
accept
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we know it's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Why did she say Grand Theft Auto sick? Like she knows which one.
San Andreas. She's like he's in Grand Theft Auto San Clemente.
Yeah, he's killing the hooker over on 6th Street.
Wait, how do you know about that?
I just, I hear these things from these kids.
No, but it seems like you spend a lot more time. on video
No.
games.
I don't play the game. I don't get involved with the game. I'm just saying it's.
But you're naming specific intersections.
Streets.
Well, yeah, that's what these kids say. The 6 has got nothing on it, and then the fella, the pimp with the napalm.
Wait a minute. On what?
Again.
On 8th?
Yeah.
On 8th?
Well, I don't know the streets. You said it. I don't.
You know the streets.
I mean, and the foreigner with the Molotov cocktail.
We don't know these before. Why?
Well, he doesn't look like anybody I know. I'll tell you, he doesn't look like anybody.
But you don't play the game.
Never. No, I'm checking on my kids every hour. How can I play video games? I'm waking up every hour of the day checking on my kids. I have time to play video games.
Wait, hang on a second.
And
You're
smoke
waking up-
cigarettes and drink tequila.
You're waking up every hour of the day, which means you're asleep all day long.
Well, now you're putting words in my mouth, but it's.
That's so funny.
The mom who let her kids drive.
All right, let's get out of here on this.
Okay.
How old
are
is
the
the
kids?
son and how old is the daughter?
Greg, what do you think?
Well, they said based on the age,
I think they're
they
young.
won't help her.
I think they're 9
I can't
and
tell if that
9 and
makes it on
6.
the- 9 and
is the
6?
boy, 6 is the
Well,
girl.
see, I'm kind of with Daniel. If they wouldn't help,
Is that because they're like aged out of needing
man,
help?
your
But then they
kid's
can't. They still have to be
28.
younger than
It's like,
16.
no,
His
24-year-old
driver's license.
doesn't have a license. He doesn't have his chauffeur's license. He can't chauffeur her around.
I'm gonna
I guess
say
technically they could have just gotten any kid of any age who's recklessly
I
driving
say
in their mom's car and brought
9
her back
and
home.
6.
Okay,
9 and 6?
I'll go
Yeah.
5 and 3.
5 and 3.
5 and 3.
But they'd help with a 5-year-old, right?
My nephews are 5 and 3, man.
No
No.
way.
They're not driving.
Oh, they're bad kids too.
I'm gonna go 11.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that works sort of with this
11
too.
and 5.
Okay. All right. Get
Oh, I
your-
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate what
little
happened.
kid, little sister. Can I see? All right, get your answers in. This kid, the son was 7. Oh God, and the daughter is 5.
Oh, wow.
Those are little kids.
Yeah.
That's how you know she's lying. 7 and 5, they have plenty of services to help kids of that age.
100%.
Yeah, I
and
checked them
she didn't check on them before they woke up an hour earlier. I'll tell you that.
I'm telling
much.
you, I went
She
to
didn't
the
do anything.
service.
I love that we're in
saw
Dumb
the
People
service.
Town. You went to the services? It doesn't.
I went to the service.
and they wouldn't watch. Child Protective Services doesn't help children.
I didn't say Child Protective Services.
Just the
Yeah, the
services.
place to service.
Service Academy. Service-
Yeah, well,
Service
it's
window.
a service station down
Yeah,
there.
oh, yeah,
service station.
Yeah. This
Down at Phillips 66.
Phillips 66. Exactly. You know
And
the
they
place.
don't, but they're not helping kids.
This guy don't want nothing to do with it. I say my son is acting up, and he
You
says,
take him.
He says,
Marlboro in a soft pack, and I says yes.
and I said, yeah, sure. You know what
I
I like,
says yes.
but I'm like, you can't take a break from fixing
Is that
cars
what
to
we've
raise
become?
my child.
We can't count on gasoline shops to help our kids.
Is that the
That's
world
what
we
it's
live
come
in?
to.
That's
That's
the
what
world
it's
we
come
live
to.
in.
That's what it's become.
It's
All
about
right.
those video games.
I got a story.
Tease it.
Story 3. It is the dumbest student ever.
Okay.
And it is fantastic. Greg Warren's with us.
New special.
The Champ is the new special. You can watch it on YouTube on Nate Bargatze's YouTube channel. Check it out. Give it a thumbs up. Go see him live. We'll do this next story and tell you what we have coming up right after the break.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
It is no secret I love my 2 doggies so much, and as I'm
not a secret at all.
about to enter into and be an empty nester, it is.
They become like your children.
There are kids.
It's the opposite of our bit.
right. They actually are becoming like. I love.
They're like
them.
2 little loaves of bread that give you love.
2 little snoring loaves of bread that sleep in our bed, and they're just wonderful.
Well,
And
they're part of your family. They're part of your lives, and they give so much love.
to everyone. You include both you guys.
Yes,
included.
that's why our pets are important to us.
Yes. Today's episode is sponsored by the ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program.
So your pet is part of your family, and you want the best for them no matter what. But look, bills can really add up, and that's why you should check out pet insurance. And with the ASPCA's pet health insurance, you can focus on the care your pet deserves and cover what matters most. And look, the ASPCA health insurance program offers customizable accident and illness plans, making it easier for pet parents like you to help your pet get the care they may need. The ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program has been around for over 18 years, and they have helped more than 600,000 pets during that time. They allow you to customize your plan, helping to ensure that your pet's plan is unique as they are.
Yeah, it's awesome because vet bills can really add up, especially when you're least expecting it. It's simple. Use their app to submit a claim, and you'll receive reimbursement for eligible vet bills directly into your bank account.
To explore coverage, visit ASPCAPetInsurance.com/DPT. That's ASPCAPetInsurance.com/DPT. Again, one more time. That's ASPCAPetInsurance.com/DPT. This is a paid advertisement. Insurance is underwritten by either Independence American Insurance Company or United States Fire Insurance Company and produced by PTZ Insurance Agency Limited. The ASPCA is not an insurer and is not engaged in the business of insurance.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Jay, let them know what we have coming up.
So we've got a Tag It. I don't know when this is dropping on June 6th, but I think it's going to be, we're going to start doing it on Fridays in the OR at the Comedy Store, which I'm really excited about. It's super, super fun. And then we're doing a little Northwest jaunt. We got a show at the Polaris Hall in Portland, Oregon.
On the 18th, that's a
of
Wednesday.
June. And then on the 19th, we go up to Bellingham, Washington. Then we
Do a
go
theater up there.
down to Chehalis, Washington
On
the
the
next night.
20th.
And then on the 21st, Saturday, we're up at the historic Everett Theater.
Oh,
which
wow.
is north of Seattle.
It's like 790 seats. So we're selling tickets, but I want to sell it out as we always are.
We want you guys there. If you're in Seattle and you're in that area, please come see us. And Portland for sure. We love it. We love seeing you guys.
That's only a
out there.
200 seater, so like or 220.
Yeah,
so
let's
let's
fill
see
that
if we
one.
can
That would be
fill it up.
super. So please, 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 we want to see you guys there.
Next weekend we're in Sunnyvale at Rooster T. Feathers. Never played it.
Wow.
Have you ever been there?
It's great.
Yeah, small room, but
you guys are
fun.
gonna kill that.
I can't
I'm
wait.
so excited.
That's June 27th, 8th, 9th, and
Then we're in
30th.
Houston in July on the 12th, and then maybe we're going to be in Dallas the next night. And then
At the Secret Group, July 12th. And then the next month, we're in Desert Ridge over at CB Live, which is, I believe, the old Desert Ridge Improv.
yeah, it's
that's
just
in
north
Phoenix.
north of Scottsdale. It's going to be so fun. We cannot wait.
Supersklars.com for all of our dates
it.
and stuff live and whatnot. And we'll get Greg Warren on a Tag It. And
Maybe Greg Warren will join us on our Tag It when we're at the Flyover Festival in October. Sorry, and Tag It, and also
if we do the live Dumb People
Live
Town.
Dumb People Time.
That's amazing.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Shall I jump into this last story?
Yes, give it to us.
Sent in by our good friend Elise LeBlanc. I
Love
love her
Elise.
so much. Our
makes
East Coast buddy at LeBlanc 70. All right, you ready for this? Student rescued from Mount Fuji
Ooh,
twice in 1 week.
idiot.
That's
am
it.
I right?
Once you're like, okay, something
Yeah, you
happened.
found out it's not for you.
Rescue
You
me
turn your
on
back on him.
Yes.
You're saying you just
rescue me
In
on
the
Mount
words of
Fuji once.
myself, you now know your limits.
That's right. Dan, you know your
Yes.
Okay,
Dan
you'll love
got
it.
Dan got into the elevator that takes you
Not
up
an
in the
elevator.
arch.
Not an elevator.
The
it's just
tiny
a-
Well,
egg.
you kept saying it was an elevator, and so I
then
said, "Yeah, I'll ride an elevator."
Dan got in,
Then we
got
get
right
in,
back out,
We got
and
in
said,
we got in a death egg,
"Yep."
and I said, "I'm out."
I know my limit.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
Hell no.
So I know
I
my
could
limits.
do it, but not for enjoyment.
Wait, Greg, what's wrong with me in that, like, as a kid, I used to go up in the arch all the time. Now I go up in the arch, and I'm acutely aware that there is nothing underneath us. I stand up there, and my legs buckle a little bit because I'm like, there's nothing underneath.
I'm terrified of
Terrified.
heights. But man, the view up there.
It is.
I bet it's amazing.
It's awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
I can show you where I live.
We just got in. We were just ass to ankles in there, and I'm like, you know what?
Can't do it.
Just guys enjoy this. I'm going to go watch how it's made in
Thank
the
you.
theater.
A university student has been rescued from the
watch the
slope.
movie of how they made the arch.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That'll scare you even more.
Yeah, kid got stuck in a movie seat. It was hilarious.
That's right. That is funny. A university student had to be rescued from the slopes of Mount Fuji twice in a short period of time.
Why?
Second time during an attempt to retrieve his mobile phone. The hapless climber, we'll get to his age, Chinese national, who has not been named, I mean, that's a bummer, was airlifted from Japan's highest mountain last week, only to be the subject of a second search, and we'll tell you how long that is. We'll get to that.
Come on, man.
It emerged.
Point of clarification. And I just,
Sure.
Mount Fuji,
Yeah.
Japan.
named after Mr. Fuji.
Yes, named after
The wrestler from the 80s.
Who owned
He
the
was,
water
he was
company.
more of a back of the guy, like he kind of managed some of those
Right.
guys.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
used to be called Tiger Chung Lee.
And then they switched it to
Okay.
Mount Fuji.
Okay.
Mr. Fuji.
Thanks, guys. I
So he
didn't-
leaves his phone.
So it emerged
And he-
that he returned.
He
doesn't-
got back. They saved him. When he got saved, he came down and he was like, oh, shit, my phone. Goes back up and needs to be saved again.
So he went to rescue to retrieve his phone. Japanese student who lives in Japan from China was found on Saturday by another off-season climber on the trail more than how many feet above sea level? How high up was he above sea
Man, I
level?
don't even know how we're going. To
Mount Fuji's pretty tall, but how high above sea level was he found looking for his phone?
Arch is 630.
So how many arches?
I'm going to say he was 6,000 feet up.
Okay, very
Go
good.
4,700.
All right, Greg, what do you think?
I'm gonna split the difference. Say 5,000.
Get your answers in because he was 9,800 feet up.
Oh, my God.
Above sea level.
man.
He was suspected of having altitude sickness and was taken to the hospital.
Yeah,
His
your
focus
body
said.
just can't. Some people just can't handle it.
Could the altitude sickness have anything to do with him thinking he could go back and find his
Not
phone?
once he's back down there.
I don't know.
And it was
Maybe
later
it's-
in the week.
How long
Yes.
does that adjust?
Still in him. I could be still be in him.
Is he getting reception up there?
I don't know. Officers later.
How many bars you got?
Officers later realized he's closer to the satellite. Realized the same man had been lifted from the mountain by helicopter a few days earlier. We'll get the exact amount. This guy again. Meteor reports said the climber returned to the 3,776 meter peak on Friday because he left his phone and other items at the scene on his first rescue. It was unclear if he had managed to find the device. I say let him go back up and get it
He's gotta
again.
go a third time.
Go get it. Was it the same rescue crew, Jay, to your point? And did they just come up there and be like, no, absolutely
Yeah, I
not.
wonder if you get fined. Your second time in a week, it's that's definitely on you.
The
Shame on
incident
me.
was a reminder of the dangers Fuji poses to inexperienced climbers who underestimate the challenges. Like, I bet he was in jeans.
Yeah.
Jeans and sneakers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
People are urged not to hike during the off season as conditions can quickly become treacherous. Mount Fuji, an active volcano
Yeah.
that most recently erupted when? When was the most recent eruption of Mount
Just a
Fuji?
Stab in the dark.
Give it.
1966.
Okay, Jay.
2011.
When do you think it
Right?
lasts?
Could be.
I say last Thursday.
Yeah. 1707. It was a long time ago. It was covered in snow for
So
most
I
of the
was closer.
Open to hikers in early July and early September. Many walk partway up the mountain, while others migrate the rocky terrain, navigate the rocky terrain through the night to watch the sunrise at the summit. The hiking season attracts huge numbers of foreign tourists, prompting local authorities to cap the number. There is more people.
Yeah,
It's
than
like
they have.
Everest. You have to get on the mountain, and that's it.
From this summer, hikers on Mount Fuji's four main trails will be charged a fee of how many dollars? to
Say
hike
that
up?
sentence again. I'm sorry.
If you
How
want to
much does
hike
it
it up,
cost to
how much
hike
does it
it?
cost in American dollars?
In season.
In season.
It's 60,000 to hike Everest.
Really?
It
Yes,
is
dollars in season. But Fuji, what do you think?
60,000 to climb up Mount
Yeah, it is.
Everest.
I'm gonna go 2,500 bucks.
$2,500. What do you think?
10,000.
What do you think to climb Mount Fuji?
I mean, this Everest thing's got me.
I know.
I know. It got him shook.
It made me
Does he
double what
know
I
the
was gonna
exchange
say.
rate on-
Yeah, I don't know. How many yen?
I'm gonna say 4,000.
How about $28? That's it. All right.
Really?
Oh wow.
So this guy,
Real quick, how many is that for the kid? 56.
it's all in dimes, and they're all up your
56?
ass.
Yeah, Although it's off season, so he's probably not even supposed to be doing it, right?
I know. All right. So how old? We'll get out of here on this. How old was this? Two things. How many days apart were the two rescues?
Okay.
Give me a guess on that.
3.
4.
2.
One of you is exactly right.
It was 3.
You gonna stay where you are?
Yeah.
I'm staying where I am.
2.
4 days. 4 days. Nice job, Jay. And finally, this Chinese national student
We know he's in college.
is how old?
I'm gonna go 22 years. No, I'm gonna go 19 years old.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
We can double up.
Student?
Yeah.
He could be getting a
Could be
master's.
working at a lab.
Best. He's not the smartest.
He's in the military.
He's clearly not the smartest.
Kind of an
dude.
idiot.
Been in the military, then went to
There's
school.
street smarts and there's book smarts.
Yeah, and then there's this guy.
There's Fuji smarts, and then there's
Yeah.
17.
17. All right, get your answers in, townies. This has been wonderful. We're
Greg
gonna get out
Warren.
here on this. Greg
Oh,
Warren.
that's
champ.
because they didn't say his name.
Oh. Well,
I didn't think it through that hard, but thanks for giving me credit. Yeah.
Greg Warren is the champ is the special. I want everybody to watch and then go support him and follow him and Daniel Van Kirk and the Midnight Air
Yeah.
and go see him. And who knows
At Daniel
if you
Van
go
Kirk.
to at DanielVanKirk.com.
If you're in Chicago in the middle of July, you
might
love
see Greg
that.
Warren.
Oh, my
See me
God,
there.
what
I'm
a
going to
treat.
get my phone out here and look
Get
and
it
see.
out,
Yeah.
work it together. This Chinese national student in Japan who climbed Mount Fuji, left his phone, had to be rescued, went back up, tried to find it again, had to be rescued again, is 27 years old.
I knew.
He
You
flunked.
guys got something.
No, he
you,
flunked.
Yeah.
He flunked
You
college,
guys-
Greg.
You guys got something going.
We didn't
I
do
read
it.
this stuff about twins.
Yeah,
and
somebody
it's a
called
thing.
into the
No.
dugout. Someone called into the dugout.
I
me
banged
no-
a trash
Not fair.
can.
No
I
telepathic
banged
messaging.
it 27 times. He knew what it was.
Houston Astros.
I did it. All right. There you go. That's the show, you guys. We love you. And oh, snap, we got to get back to work. See you later.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.